Hello, students.
Hello, teacher.
More music at PraisGamesBlog.com.
Today we are going to try out how to bake short bread. And short bread, the essence is for the students to learn how to bake short bread. Short bread is one of the snacks they take in school during their break time. I want to teach them so that they will stop going to the shop to buy biscuit. After learning this, it's expected that they will do the baking by themselves and keep on the refrigerator for their own proper use. So what do you say to our viewers?
Hi viewers, follow our live for more. We love you. Thank you.
I hope all eyes are on the board.
Yes.
Okay, let's know the basic techniques in this cooking that we want to do now. Remember I said before you talk about or you think about making any baking, you must have to know the recipes that are involved. And today we want to bake short bread. We have to need all these recipes. There are how many in number? 6. The first one is all-purpose flour. Then the second one is the butter. And the third, brown sugar. The fourth,
Raw egg.
and the fifth,
Vanilla.
vanilla flavor, and lastly, powdered milk. So we are done with the recipes. In as much as we have the recipes, we are also going to look out for the equipment to use, materials to use in order to make this thing a short bread. Here we have the following equipment because this place is local and we are in the hinterland. We don't have much finance to buy all these modern equipment for baking. We are going to improvise. We are going to use whatever that is within our reach to get our short bread. All we need is just the short bread. And today we'll be needing equipment like a local oven. We don't have one, like I said, for the electric oven. And our local oven is going to serve very, very well. Here we are going to use a pot and fill it with a little sand with our God's given firewood. We use it to kindle the light. As we heat up the pot, we make it airtight pot so that when we put our baking pan, the thing will bake very, very well. Apart from the local oven, we are going to use also the baking tray. This baking tray is where we are going to put our dough. After mixing, we put our dough in it and bisect them according to the shape we want. Then we are going to also need a kitchen knife for cutting the dough, and we are going to use a fork in order to give a kind of design on top of our dough. Then the next is the bowl. We are going to use bowl when we want to do the mixing. We are going to use the bowl, and we're going to use a needling bottle. Since we don't have a needling equipment, we're going to improvise. We are going to use this bottle for a needling. We are going to use it to knead, and this is the bowl we are going to use for the mixing. We are going to use our pestle as a kind of whisk to mix the sugar and the butter, and we're going to use a party paper to seal off our tray in order to make it to be very, very pure. We don't want any impurity in it. We're going to use it to seal the bottom of the tray before the dough is placed on it. Here are the little improvised equipment we can use for today's practical. Let's get started. We are going to start now. I hope you're watching.
Yes.
The boys, are you watching? Yes. Then the girls, are you ready?
Yes.
Now we are going to put in our butter. We're going to put in the butter and the sugar and mix two of them together until they are smooth. Oh yeah, start mixing first. The boys, the mixing. Until all the sugar there dissolves and give us a smooth paste. We are adding flour now. We are done mixing the butter and the sugar. We are now adding the all-purpose flour and the vanilla and the milk to the mixture. What else as we do that? We are sieving it because we want to sieve out any dirt that is in the flour. We want to make everything we are doing hygienic. We don't want to assume that it is clean. I want to pour this one away. This is the dirt that came out from the floor. Pour this in. We are also going to add the milk flavor. This is the milk flavor into the mixture. This is the milk flavor. After the milk flavor, we add the vanilla flavor. We add the vanilla what? Flavor. And mix all of them together. Here we are going to be using our hand because we don't have the equipment, modern equipment like I said. So we are going to use our hand so that the dough will form very, very fast. We want to use our hands. So permit us to use our hands. We have washed our hands very well and we have dried it also with a handkerchief. Okay, because we are the one consuming it. We are the one consuming it, so it's not for commercial people. We are not doing it for gain making. So we are going to put in the enough ingredients so that it will turn to be balanced. So this is milk for the protein. No more the flavor now. This is the real milk, the powdered milk. We are going to add this powdered milk. As we now put a little water to form a dough, make it to form what? A dough. Or mix it with your hand. Now this is the dough. The boys are making their pressing now. After this, they will be going into the next step, guys, spreading the dough to make a circle shape. Are you there? This is dough. Now, the dough is ready. And here we've arranged this in our rectangular tray. About to put it in a refrigerator. We want to put it in a refrigerator. But before then, we have to cut them to have here. I have chosen to make my own to be rectangle. To be what? Rectangle. As you're watching now, I am forming the rectangle. I am forming the what? Rectangle. I'm forming the rectangle. We cut it into pieces like this to maintain the shape of a rectangle. Just like the shape of a biscuit. Some of the biscuits we eat. You cut it like this. After cutting, you use your fork. Now we don't have a fork. We are using what? Toothpick. We use it to do what? To design it. We are going to what? Design it. It's about to go into the oven. And this is when we are done with it. So we'll be showing you guys. Now this is the oven. Local oven. They said our phone near gas is full, so just manage the side. But this is it. You are managing it, the gas and the pot. These are the
Whatever it takes, oh, you will lead.